And thanks for keeping it here on TV9 this midday. We are taking your questions now for veterinarian David Graff, 365-9999 if you've got a question. First, though, we're going to introduce you to a cat who kind of looks like a Garfield-type cat.
Yes, his name is Ming, and he's a middle-aged neutered male, and he's been microchipped. And he had a little mishap with his ears when he was younger, a little frostbite, but it causes no harm. And he
can still hear.
He's a really nice kitty.
He's very active.
Yep.
But we can let him go.
Yeah.
He'll explore our studio. Okay. That's fine. And we have Roberta on the line with a question. Go ahead, Roberta.
Yeah, I have an elderly cat that we've kept inside most of the winter. It's an outdoor cat, but he sneezes constantly, and he has this little thing he does that looks like it may be worms, but I don't think he has worms. And he's can we give him the same treatment that humans have for allergies, if that's the case?
Well, if he's sneezing and has a runny nose, he may have a upper respiratory problem. He could have a sinus infection.
Okay.
Probably be good to be checked by your veterinarian, and if he take a fresh stool sample with you, and your veterinarian can check for intestinal parasites. And if he's been an outdoor cat, that's definitely one of the things that should be tested for, is intestinal parasites. That probably wouldn't be related to the upper respiratory problem, but that's certainly something he should be checked for.
And when it comes to having your cat outdoors, you mentioned, you know, Ming had a problem with frostbite. I mean, what's your advice to owners that have outdoor cats?
For cats that live in the city, it's best to stay inside all the time, 100% of the time. There's a lot of bad things that can happen outside. There's cars that can run over you. There's dogs that can bite you. Feline leukemia virus is the #1 viral disease in cats that's fatal to cats, and they get that from cat-to-cat exposure. Feline AIDS virus, FIV, is transmitted from cat to cat by bites. So there's a lot of bad things that can happen to your cat, in addition to fleas and ticks. So my advice is keep your kitty inside and never let them out.
And it's much different than for dogs, because a lot of people have outdoor dogs, and it doesn't seem to be as much of a problem.
Well, dogs are, in Cedar Rapids, we have a leash law. Your dog is always on your leash.
Right. Okay.
And if you want to take your kitty outside in the backyard on a leash, hey, that's probably okay.
Do that too. And Roberta mentioned too, asking about giving her cat human medication. Is there an instance or an illness where you can do something like that?
Actually, there's only a few medicines for dogs and cats, and most of the medicines we use are human medicines, but it should be done under a veterinarian's direction.
All right. Well, veterinarian David Graff, thanks so much for coming in today.
You're welcome.
And coming up tomorrow, we're talking about Financial Aid 101. We'll have a student financial aid expert in to talk about financing your college education. Stay with your 24-hour news source, KCRG-TV 9.